Hey, are you ready for some hunting on the Tommy Wilcox Show?
Tommy Wilcox Outdoors is brought to you by Alabama Credit Union. Feel good about your money. Mahindra Tractors, built for the long haul. Peach Outdoors, get the motor running on your next project with our Mahindra Tractors, ATVs, or lawn equipment. Tuscaloosa Toyota, one price, one place. Realtree Camouflage, family, friends, and the outdoors. Game Face Turkey Calls. When you head to the woods, bring your Game Face. Talladega County Exchanges for all your feed and agricultural needs. All music courtesy of country music legend Hank Williams Jr. Hey folks, welcome to today's show. We've got a great turkey show coming for you this week. I've got Donny McCaa here, who's my camera guy and who is a professional hunter himself sometimes. And we've always, our whole life, wanted to go to South Texas and hunt the Rios. And this particular ranch that we hunted that doesn't like you to name its name, is infested with turkeys. And it didn't disappoint, did it?
Absolutely not, man. We saw turkeys everywhere we looked. It was great.
And I mean, the guy told us, I was worried about us saying, because we never had a chance to go scout or nothing, so we was worried about how we were going to do the hunt, you know. Daylight was coming, and then all of a sudden, he says, let's go get in the truck and tell our viewers a little bit about how we hunted these birds.
We got in the truck with a guide, and we drove across this massive acreage and glassed until we found birds. Then he would drive us closer to them, past them, or stop short and let us out of the truck. And then it was up to me and Tommy to sneak a little bit, call some, and see what happened. So on my particular hunt, we had 5 or 6 gobblers in this one field, and they were moving fairly quickly, strutting and moving and trying to find hens, and we got in front of them, and man, we just did a carousel around this one island of mesquite trees, and y'all check this out. It happened quick. Hey folks, Donny McCaa here with Game Face Calls. Tommy Wilcox Outdoors. We're in South Texas. We're riding this big beautiful ranch, and we spotted some gobblers in a field on the side of the road, and we drove the truck past them. We're going to try to get out and slip back that way toward them and get some decoys set up and see if we can game face them. Let's see what happens. Alright folks, we're in South Texas doing a little Rio hunting. What a Game Face Calls, Bama Hammer and a T-box. Trying our new little testing grounds down here, and man, we had these gobblers circling mesquite trying to find us. They were going one way and then they'd circle around and 3 more would come in another way, and we had them all over us. And these calls are lethal, man. It was more like self-defense than anything else. They came in fighting each other, and when I shot this one, the bigger one came up and started strutting around him, fixing to jump on him, and I had another tag to fill, so Mossberg Mafia had to whack him. It was awesome, man. Thanks, Tommy Wilcox, my big brother in all this, and he's been so good to me for letting me tag along with him all these years. I can't be more proud. Y'all need to get you some game face calls.
Well, congratulations, Donny, on a great hunt.
Thank you.
I know we kind of missed one of your birds, but
You missed it. I didn't miss it.
I was on one bird. I mean, he had 3 birds come by, so I was on one bird, the first one, and he was actually on second one. Second one, and so.
But you got the third.
But we got the third bird. So anyway,
and I got both, and we tagged out quick on those, right?
Well, congratulations. Was it everything you thought it was going to be?
Oh man, I couldn't. You can only imagine so much. It was beyond that. It was beyond that.
Tommy Wilcox Outdoors is brought to you by Alabama Credit Union, Mahindra Tractors, Peach Outdoors, Tuscaloosa Toyota, Realtree Camouflage, Game Face Turkey Calls, Talladega County Exchange Farmers Co-op, Nelson Glass, Sanford Restaurant Equipment, and Moundville Feed and Seed. Now let's rejoin the action. Hey folks, welcome back to the show. We want to show you 2 of our calls that work extremely well, not only in Alabama, but in Texas. Donny's has the game face call that is our Bama Hammer. It is a mesquite wood covered in bronze glass. And this particular call I took the Grand Slam with, and it was very successful this week in
Absolutely, man.
Texas.
Once we knew the birds were close enough, this call just, well, y'all saw the video. They just came in. It's got a good high pitch to it. Great tone. That's what we used.
The Bama Hammer from Game Face Calls. And then the second call was the brand new call that Tony Reynolds made for us. It is, we call it the tee box because it's simply got a golf tee pushed in it. And it keeps it from rattling when you walk. If you've hunted turkeys and you put rubber bands over it, you know when you walk you squeak all the time. But this one you don't. This is kind of built off the same premises as a long box. We just did it smaller so that you could fit it in your top pocket. But yet it's loud enough to, on windy days or to go over hills and hollows.
Yeah, it worked well as spotting those birds
locate
in Texas with the
winds.
winds.
You can really locate them. And this is a cherry box, Purple Heart lid. And when you get somewhere and you just want to try to locate some birds, this is a, you can see how raspy it is. I mean, you can take it and you can gobble with it. It is just a great box. And when you're through, look, you just take that tee, stick it back down in there, put it in your pocket, and you can go. But for windy days like it was in Texas, or if you're hunting in Alabama and it's real hilly, and a lot of pine trees and a lot of hollows, this thing will reach out and locate a bird for
Absolutely. The staff's already taken several longbeards in Alabama with this call too.
This year, yeah. So this is our brand new call for 2018. But you can't go wrong with the Bama Hammer or the tee box. And we'll talk about some of the other products we have next week. But these did the deal in Texas.
Absolutely. They were lethal.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to show you my hunt.
I'm Jim Lavender at Riverside Feed and Seed. We have some products here at our store that will greatly enhance your turkey hunting experience this spring. Riverside Feed and Seed carries all the feeds you need for your wild turkeys. We carry milo, wheat, cracked corn, whole corn, and scratch grains. Riverside Feed also carries all the seeds you need for that perfect spring wildlife food plot. We carry pea patch, chufas, brown top millet, Japanese millet, and iron clay peas. Riverside Feed also carries spreaders to fit your ATV or your tractor to prepare and maintain those food plots. Riverside Feed also stocks herbicides to help you maintain a beautiful food plot free of unwanted weeds. Riverside Feed carries a variety of wildlife and fish pond feeders, including Moultrie and Boss Buck. We also stock plenty of Nutrena Record Rack deer feed and Nutrena floating fish feed to keep your feeders full. Riverside Feed also carries a complete line of pet foods, including Loyal grain-free and River Run dog food to keep your hunting dog in tip-top shape. We also carry Diamond and Victor brand pet foods. We also carry Tommy's Game Face turkey calls, so come see us for your turkey hunting needs on 30th Avenue in Northport, Alabama, or just call us at 344-5271.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Let's talk about my hunt in South Texas. Like Donny said earlier, the guide kind of was driving us around, and we went miles and miles and miles seeing gobblers about every turn in the road. And on this particular field, we glassed it, had about 3 or 4 gobblers out there strutting. We rode past it. He, about 200-300 yards, he dropped us off. We grabbed the decoys and headed back toward this particular field. We snuck in behind some mesquite and put some decoys up and got back in the brush and called on the Bama hammer, and within about 3 minutes, these birds come in. Y'all take a look. We're at one of the biggest, most renowned ranches in South Texas. Do a little turkey hunting. Donny scored big, and proud of him, man. He got him 2 back-to-back. And what we're gonna do right now, we just came up the road. We had 4 gobblers strutting out here in these live oaks, and we came around, we parked, we grabbed the decoys, we'll come back, and we're gonna try to sneak in, put the decoys up, grab the Bama hammer out, call to them, see if we can call one in. So y'all, sit tight and see if we can get one of these big Rios to come to our decoys.
Talk to me, my man. Talk to me.
South Texas, smoked him, boy. Smoked him at about 10 yards. That was a plan, wasn't it? He come right in.
Worked right, what we said, right through that gap and around that mesquite.
Right to them decoys. Boy, decoys are unbelievable out here.
Oh yeah.
South Texas. Woo! You gotta love it, man. This is one of the prettiest ranches in the world. We just game-faced, and the Mossberg Mafia just came to South Texas. Let's go take a look at this bird. Here he is, folks. Woo, here we are in South Texas. Rio hunting on this wonderful ranch. Man, we were riding down the road. We seen some gobblers out there, 3 or 4 of them with some hens. We kind of rode past them, circled, pulled off. Me and Donny got the decoys, grabbed everything, come around. I was setting up a little place to shoot. Donny stuck these decoys out. Then he got on the Bama hammer, and these Rios just can't stand that Bama hammer. But he came in strutting. He's got a double beard. Look at that. 2 long double beards. 1.25 inch spurs. This is a very nice Rio. Whew, this was a heck of a trip, man. Well, let's take a quick commercial break. Let me regroup, and we'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in. Golly, beautiful.
Hi, I'm Barry Keller.
And I'm Jamie Griffin, manager at Mid-State Farmers Co-op in Columbiana, Alabama. You ever planted your food plot and thought you did everything right and the food plot just didn't perform? Well, the first step to fixing your problem is to get a soil sample. Your soil fertility is the most important aspect of planting your spring or fall food plots. You can pick up a soil sample kit at any co-op or extension office near you. And once you get those results in, come by and see us at one of our 4 co-op locations, and we can tell you exactly what you need to get the perfect green field to draw those turkeys in.
And once you get your fields prepared, be sure to put out your game cameras for scouting. They're your eyes 24/7 when you're not in the woods, so you can start patterning your turkey's activity and outsmart the big old Tom.
And be sure to stop by any of our Talladega County Exchange locations, Pell City, Asheville, Columbiana, or Talladega, for any of your feed, seed, fertilizer, or chemical needs.
And don't forget your Tommy Wilcox turkey calls.
Hey folks, this segment is brought to you by Mahindra. Mahindra not only has tractors, but they have these beautiful side-by-sides that come in diesel or in regular gas. So if you're looking for an off-road vehicle to handle the load at the hunting club or on your family farm, give the people at Mahindra a call today. I like Peach Outdoors in Tuscaloosa and Peach Outdoors in Clanton, Alabama. All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. We had a super time in Texas,
Man, I love you, man. I appreciate it so much being able to tag along with you, man.
Well, I tell you, it's worth going out there.
Absolutely. Once in a lifetime thing, man. Whenever you guys can do it, do it.
Rio's out the yeah, and real receptive to calls. I mean, they're not pressured. If you get a chance, look up some good outfitters in South Texas and go down there, because they have so many more birds than we have right here in Alabama.
Absolutely, and bring your game face.
Bring your game face. Go to if you want to pick some of these up, you can go to TommyWilcox.com or GameFaceCalls.com. Click on merchandise, and it'll pull all our products up, and just go in there and order you some. If you're in the Birmingham area, you can go to Mark's Outdoors or Graybow, and then around the Pell City area, all the Talladega County Exchange co-ops. You can go there and pick all our calls up too. And if you're around the Tuscaloosa area, Moundville Feed and Seed has them, as does File Hooked Outdoors down Highway 43 North, and then Riverside Feed and Seed has it downtown Northport. So if you want to bring your game face with you, go by and pick one up. All right, man, thanks again for coming.
Man, I appreciate it.
We had an awesome time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope we see you right here next week, hunting on the Tommy Wilcox Outdoor Show.
Gassed up loaded down, trucking on from town to town. Guns, bows, and a tackle box. Here come Tommy Wilcox. Hitting the water, hitting the woods. That Bama boy sure got it good. Always having too much fun. Lordy, don't y'all want